Good morning. DeSci is down yet again today. Welcome into today's live stream. I have a little bit of a different plan today. As you know, it is not 9 a.m. It is in fact 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are changing the time that we go live. And the most exciting part about today is that I have 3 monitors. I'll show you guys in a minute, but I want to get into everything, go over the market, kind of go over everything that's been going on over the last weekend or so. I just kicked my computer because I had to move it to support the monitors. So we're going to try not to tip over the computer. Welcome in, Don. Welcome in, Zach. Welcome in, Mohammed. Happy to have you guys here. Let's get straight into it. Hopefully the echo's not too bad. It sounds a little bit more aggressive today, and I think that's probably because I moved the rug, but I'm not sure. I have a whole trash bag full of sound panels somewhere that will eventually go up, but we're still getting used to everything. So right now, decentralized science as a whole, the topic of the entire live stream today, as it is always, because we go live consistently talking about decentralized science because nobody else is acknowledging the industry. The market is down 0.7% for DeSci at a whopping $420 million market cap. It's pretty brutal as a whole today. Genomes Dow is leading the downward trend at 33.33% down today, followed by Valley Dow, Data Lake, Axon, Solve, Hair Dow, Athena Dow. Everything just seems to be down. As far as what's up, we have Vita Dow, Galeon, and Vita Dow's IP NFT, Vita Fast. So kind of exciting. We're seeing a little bit of life in Vita Dow, but ultimately everything is down dramatically. What's good, Logan? Like or not going to make it? Facts. Honestly, I didn't say it. You said it. So kind of have to agree with that. If you don't like the live stream, you're probably not going to make it this cycle. I don't make the rules. It just is what it is. If we take a look over at Bitcoin, this is the hourly chart. You can see we've been range bound for the better part of the day. Let's go to the daily for a minute. I just want to get a broader scope of everything. Turn off this moving average ribbon. You can see we've been still just range bound. Like literally nothing has changed. We were the same price as we were back at the start of August. So it's been a complete month of sideways choppiness. One thing that's interesting to note is that we tried to make this push. I guess you should get the percentages back. We tried to make this push from the bottom of the range back to the top. A 30% gain in the price of Bitcoin, but we didn't quite reach the top of this channel before then starting to trend back downwards. Not a great look. I should pull up the RSI and just check for a second to see what the relative strength of that movement is. So if we pull up the RSI, you can see that when we had that massive crash down, that wick down to 48,000, RSI did go into oversold territory, and now we've rebounded back up, and we did not quite come to the overbought territory when Bitcoin was in this rally back in the end of August when we were at $64,000. Dynex is forming a flag on the log scale weekly and monthly. Let's go, Don. We're going to look at Dynex in just a second, and I'm going to go kind of in depth on a rant about Dynex because I think that Dynex is one of the most underrated cryptos in the market right now. It's part of the DeSci movement, so I'm excited about it. It's also part of DPIN, AI, quantum, all that fun stuff. But what's unique about Bitcoin right here, and something I want everyone to pay attention to, is it is slowly just like trending sideways, I think, until we touch this trend line that it has been respecting for pretty much all of its bull run thus far. It started all the way back in November of 2022, and I was live consistently on TikTok at the time calling for a bottom. If you had listened, you'd be up dramatically, and I think that we're going to go toy with this trend line. So I believe that we'll maintain on this trajectory upwards and hopefully ride the trend line. But for the next month or so, I do think that we're going to see some blood in the market and some volatility. I have a bunch of different factors to tell me that, but nothing super standing out right now on the charts. It's literally an indecisive moment, clearly a slight downtrend. But one thing I wanted to point out to you guys is the correlation monthly when it comes to Bitcoin's rate of return. So this chart I just pulled up is what I just said, Bitcoin monthly returns table. This was posted by Ben Cohen, who's a fantastic technical analyst of charts in crypto. He's a Bitcoin maxi right now, but honestly, he's got a lot of data and a lot of reasons to support it. But what I wanted to point out is that in the entire history of Bitcoin, we have only had 1, 2, 3, 4 times that September has led to positive returns. 4 times, that's it. That is pretty nuts. For the vast majority of the time in crypto, Bitcoin goes down in September, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Following September is October, and October is usually nicknamed Uptober. So hopefully the bleeding is done at the end of this month and we can get that Uptober momentum that we're all desperately waiting for, hopefully bringing us back to all-time highs. We'll see. It's a patient game. August and September, historically, the only 2 months in Bitcoin's history that it averages a net negative return, which is pretty damn good if you look at this. I mean, April's average return is quite literally 39%. How nuts is that? So the fact that we have 2 months that average negative, you kind of just got to deal with it. You got to take what you can get, right? October will be jelk worthy, sus, Zach, but hopefully we can get done with the jelking before we get to October. I believe we see Bitcoin touching 52,000 trend line that has been forming since the bear lows. And that would line up with Bloody Septembers. What's good, Johnny? Welcome in, welcome in. It would line up pretty nicely with the Bloody September. The 52,000 trend line, where's 52,000? Yeah, I mean, it's very nice support from back here. It's kind of where we wicked to twice on the chart. So 52,000 is not that absurd of a claim, especially if it comes somewhere around here, right? Towards the end of September. Something I didn't pull up on the charts, but I think is worthy of pulling up is Apollo Algo. So I've talked about it a few times and I don't have the membership to it, but I do have insider connections to the person who created it, Justin. The algorithm printed out, it basically predicts volatility. It doesn't tell you the up or downward motion of that volatility, but it predicts volatility. Generally speaking, volatile spikes are to the downside, but it predicted 3 fairly volatile days. What it is an AI that somehow manages to predict volatile movements in the price of Bitcoin and the broader crypto markets a month in advance. And so it's been accurate literally to a pin for the last 6 months as I've been looking at the data and everything, and it predicted something for the 9th. So this next weekend should have a pretty volatile spike. It also predicted 2 volatile days in the last week of the month. So just be warned, just be ready. I'm gonna try and get the actual days so that when we're trading live together, we can be prepared and kind of show the tool live, like show how to actually implement it, or at least how I plan on implementing it. Another thing I wanted to point out is the same type of chart, but for the NASDAQ. So this is the whole since 2014 of the NASDAQ, so 10-year average. September is a bloodbath. The NASDAQ and crypto are very strongly correlated, extremely strongly correlated. So if NASDAQ's struggling, then odds are crypto's gonna struggle as well, because crypto is literally just technology and the NASDAQ is an index for technology. So the correlation is ungodly. September, needless to say, probably not gonna be the time that we can really see massive gains, but what it is the time for is to finish up accumulating any of those bags that you were really hoping to build out stronger positions in. One of those being Noble Blocks, I hope. Noble Blocks bullish to the moon. Fill in the blank with whatever you want to say about how bullish Noble Blocks is. But Dynex. So Dynex is a project that I've been paying close attention to for quite some time. I actually got to talk to one of the lead developers of Dynex, and I'm trying to get him lined up for an interview on the channel, so stay tuned. Really stay tuned. That guy is a genius. What Dynex is a very unique thing that I will share with you as soon as you close out of the chat and hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button. It's very important that you hit that like button. We got 14 viewers here right now, so clearly you guys enjoy the 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time lives more than the 9 a.m. lives. I'd love it if you would chat and go, yes, no, I love 9 a.m. Please go back to early morning. But the West Coast people, it's 6 a.m. And so I understand it's a little bit unreasonable to grab everyone's attention at that price or at that time. But let's see. Don saying, see the trend line in Discord, bullish. Let's go ahead and pop this up. I got 3 monitors now. So basically I'm a rich guy who can pull up different things on different screens and then overlay them onto the main screen that I'm streaming from. It's pretty lit. I've been like, this has been a dream of mine for quite some time, and I posted a photo, so I'll show you guys in a second, but this is Bitcoin's trend line. This is the chart you were talking about, Don. Yeah, I mean, it's a very similar trend line. I think mine's a little bit higher than the one that you drew, but I kind of like yours better because it has two other points of confluence and arguably a third one right here. So it makes sense for us to come back and just form a baseline again. And I don't have the chart pulled up, but I do remember vividly Ben Cohen, maybe I can find it on his thing real quick, but Ben Cohen posting a piece of data that shows that we are actually moving faster to the upside than any other cycle in the history of Bitcoin. So these are the Bitcoin market cycle returns from the bottom, so where we bottomed back in November of 2022. He set each one, so it starts at 0 at the bottom per cycle, and you can see the key down here. So we have the green line, which is market cycle 4, which was last cycle. You can see the peak here and the peak here, and then the 2017 cycle. And so in the 2021 cycle, we got ahead of the 2017 cycle and then trended sideways until we were no longer ahead of that cycle, right? It makes sense because diminishing returns, we shouldn't be ahead of the cycles. And so this cycle right now, cycle 5, the purple line, we got ahead. We are currently still ahead of both the 2017 cycle and the 2021 cycle. And I know nobody really wants to hear this, but ultimately it would make logical sense for us not to go as high as the 2021 cycle and for it to slow down a little bit. We're really front running this cycle. And I know it's the super cycle, the institutions are finally here, the ETFs are live, everything is tradable, we can get big money, but at the end of the day, it's probably not different this time, and we're probably gonna see the same thing we see every 4 years. And so odds are we probably will peak sometime after 1,000 days after the low. So we'll go back and look at the chart, and around a 10x is what I've been saying from the very bottoms of the bear market. I've been saying we'll 10x from the bottom. That's just my estimate. I wanna come back before we look at Dynex and just check out Bitcoin one more time to give a little bit of an estimation as to what to expect. So we bottomed back here. Let me zoom in closer. Scoop. We bottomed back here. Technically, it was November 21st, 2022 at $15,425. Multiple monitors is epic. I've been dreaming for this for quite some time. I had 2 monitors at my last place, but this new location, the new place I'm living in, I only have 1 monitor except for today. I finally got them in last night, and I actually, I know I'm getting ADHD, but I posted a photo and I want to brag a little bit because it's such a sick setup. Look at this. That is beautiful. The one on the right here, I don't yet have a HDMI cable that's long enough that I can connect to my computer, but look at how gorgeous this is. I'm literally sitting at a terminal. Look at how many charts I can pull up. Look at how many things I can look at the same time. I can finally read your comments without having to have my phone up next to me like a little ghetto stream setup. It's coming along, baby. It's coming along. But right here, November 22nd, I'm saying roughly 1,000 days from there, we will see the peak, okay? Oh man, I gotta change the charts. Wait, bear with me. The setup can only bring us so far. At the end of the day, we need to have a professional streamer. So 1,000 days or 1,000 bars puts us, come on, right in August of next year. August of 2025, I think, is where we'll see the peak. So the end of the summer, which correlates closely with what I've been hoping for. End of the summer, we see the peak, and I think we go to 154,000 or a 10x. So right there, I think we see Bitcoin right under $160,000. So I'm gonna actually shift this little circle to go to August instead of where we're at right now. So August 2025, and I think between 140 to 160, because what's $10,000 to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin moves dramatically, especially like that. What's $10,000 to Bitcoin? So I'm hoping October brings the upward trend again, and we can start going towards the circle, because ultimately this is where I believe that we will be at this time next year. Make sure this is not financial advice, okay? This is very important that you understand that this is not financial advice. What this is my opinion, And having gone through the investment cycles a couple times, this is my second cycle in crypto, so not a couple times in crypto, but having been investing for quite some time now, everything moves in cycles and things are not different despite different factors influencing them. We often see the same story play out. And so it's important that you don't get tricked into believing that we are truly going to see up-only momentum. If you see something that you made disgusting returns on, for example, Research Coin. Remember we were talking about Research Coin before it hit $1 million market cap. It was down here at like 1 cent. We saw Research Coin go all the way up to 90 cents. You take profits, okay? When you see things go crazy like that, it's a good idea to take some money off the table. I'm not saying sell everything, and I'm not even telling you you should sell everything or whatever. Fill in the blank for whatever disclosure I need to put in here about the SEC and giving unregistered financial advice. But when you see Axon that we got in at $140,000 market cap, you see it go to $1 billion fully diluted valuation or $100 million circulating market cap. Sure, it could keep going up. Sure. But wouldn't you like to have some profits for when it stops going up? Even seeing it go up to 40 cents. And seeing it go from $140,000 market cap to a $400 million market cap. Wouldn't you like to take a little bit of gains off the table? Even if it doubles again, it would be nice to have some money. That's my little spiel about that. That's my little spiel. We're at 16 concurrent viewers. Wait, no, we're at 16 views. We're at 8 concurrent viewers. All right, bullish. You guys make sure you hit that like button. Okay. I had the little panel up here, my little stream health, but it was in the wrong location, so I was seeing something different. No, come on, there we go. If I don't get 7 figures exit this cycle, it's over. Well, the cycle will be over, but hopefully you will not be over. 7 figures, I think is very doable for anyone watching this right now because of how small DeSci is. I think we see several projects go to $1 billion market cap, but we can touch on that after I dissect Dynex. So if you've never heard of Dynex before, you're low-key missing out. But it's good that you're hearing because it's down at these low valuations right now. Dynex is just like Render, only better, okay? Dynex is Dynex is only like a $30 million market cap. Come on, DNX. Dynex is a $30 million market cap, okay? What it is neuromorphic quantum computing cloud. Ignore all of that and understand that they take your GPU from your desktop or your laptop, they simulate a quantum computer, and they run simulations to do different quantum algorithmic things, whatever. I honestly should get a better understanding of what the jobs are, but the data is suggesting that the underlying business behind Dynex is exploding right now. Actively exploding. And I know I talk about Dynex a lot. It's because the recognition that it's been getting lately is blowing my mind. Actively blowing my mind how much people are using Dynex and how little it's getting recognized for it. Look at that. August was an all-time high for active jobs. We're 3 days into the month, and the amount of jobs that have been going on this network are already superseding what happened in May, just a few months ago. We're 3 days into the month. So I think September is set up to be the most active month for Dynex in its entire history. I'm wildly bullish on Dynex, especially while we look and see that the price is continuing to trend down. It's not seeing that same bid. Dynex being at $30 million market cap compared to something like Render, and I did an entire video on this, but let's go in depth a little bit more again. And if you guys have any questions about it, now would be the time to ask it. But Render's market cap, $1.8 billion. Dynex market cap, $30 million. That's insane. That's actually insane. Especially considering that Render has better stats than Dynex, or Dynex has better stats than Render. Dynex has significantly better stats. I'm trying to find them. I think I reposted them, but Dynex is one of the most... You be quiet, boy. Yeah, look at this. Dynex has 100,000 GPUs in its ecosystem. Last time I checked, Render was around 3,000. So Dynex has 100,000, Render has 3,000. Dynex is beating NVIDIA on several metrics. Render's not. So that's just, I mean, I think it's setting itself up to be the next Caspa. I think Dynex is going to have a run similar to Caspa, where we called, you guys remember, we called it out back here in May of 2023 when I was still making content in the Kryptonite Discord. We called it out back here at 1.5 cents, and we have rallied up a nice 10x on Caspa. And Caspa we called out at a $300 million market cap. Render is 1/10 of that. We also called out BitTensor, Tau. That's definitely not the correct one. Yes, here's the correct one. We called out BitTensor. It went on that crazy rally as well. I think that Dynex is setting itself up to compete with the likes of both of these. And these are both $1 billion market caps. So bullish on Dynex if you hadn't figured that out. Now, where was I going after this? I think that was, I had one more thing. I mean, I was going to talk about blocks, of course. The prediction markets, I guess, are kind of fun. So if you guys are watching in the Discord, Ryan got me hooked on these prediction markets. Do you guys have any questions about anything we talked about? Any DeSci questions you want to bring up before I start just rambling about prediction markets and gambling and fun and BLOX Solutions? If you guys got questions, now would be your chance to ask, or realistically at any point during the live stream, you can feel free to ask. But I'm having kind of fun with this prediction market thing. So it's on PancakeSwap. It's Binance's chain, BNB. And what you can do is predict on the outcome of the 5-minute candle. And so it's literally just gambling, but you can use the charts to kind of estimate what's going to be the direction that the candle moves. And you get payouts that average to be about 2x. So I put like $17 in and I won out a 3x. So I won $54 out of it. And it's just kind of addicting. So we might incorporate this into some of the live streams just for fun. What do you guys think the outcome of the current 10-minute candle is going to be, or the current 5-minute candle, BNB? We go to Tether. We'll go down to the 5-minute chart. I mean, low key. So there's a little bit of a lag to it. It's coming down. There's 20 seconds left in this one. So you can still bet on what the next 5-minute candle is going to be. I believe, so this one was green. I think the last one was green. So it was red, green, green, red. Red, green, green. I think they counted that one as red. What's up with the bio token? Is it trading live yet? Not yet, Logan. Not yet. So they're calculating. This one will tell us where we're at with it. No, bio's not yet live trading. They did the first round of fundraising where they raised like $5.5 million. That's for the liquidity. They're doing 3 more rounds of fundraising before they actually launch the token. So I don't think the token's going to be live till the end of the year. You can actually go contribute to the conversation on what is going to happen because it's a DAO. So you can actually go contribute to see what valuation they should raise at, how many rounds they actually should do. Ultimately, the team is going to decide that because I think they own a majority of the DAO, but you can go contribute and see live updates. I think they have a Telegram chat, which I don't know that I should pull up or not pull up. But I found it on their X, so maybe I'll pull it up in a second. Got my energy drink. So the last one was a downward candle, so they paid out down. So I think low-key, we might see some upward action here. These are the 5-minute candles for BNB. I think we might see an upward candle. And so we might have to bet that it's going to go up. I wish they would tell you the time frame that they're actually using for this, because the lag is confusing as hell for me. Because according to this chart, we had up, up, down, I guess. Maybe I need a different BNB. I think we're going to see some upward movement still. What is Bitcoin looking like? BTC. BTC. The 5-minute chart, it does look like it's starting to round out. So I think we will start to see some upward trending momentum come in. So low key, I'm gonna go put some money on Binance having a green candle next. So we'll see. Let's just see. We still have 3 minutes before the round closes. So yeah, it's green now, but this candle's red. Motherfucker. The addiction, the crypto addiction. Do you like the painting? The painting behind me? That was my grandfather's painting. My grandfather. So I'm actually kind of glad that it's up still. That I got it back. I think I'm gonna enjoy these noon live streams better. It gives me enough time to like actually wake up and have a little bit of a morning before I come on and go live. So if you guys are supporting the idea of no longer 9 a.m. morning live streams, then I think we cracked the code, baby. We cracked the code. It is sus though that we've had 4 green candles in a row. Should we do it? An $18 bet that we'll have a green candle. Do we do it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Take the bet. Do we do it? Green candle. Not this one, but the next one. I think we do it. I'm also gonna piss myself. You guys are not betting on it with me. I'm gonna do it. Let me open up my app so I can confirm the transaction though. This is how we'll do our day trading. Confirm. Get out of here. All right. As soon as it goes through, we're in it. So we bet up. We bet green for the next candle. So we'll maintain our normal dialect, and then we will come back and check the prediction markets later. Ultimately, we're in a waiting game. And I had a podcast episode this morning with Aaron, and we were talking about DeSci as a whole because he likes to get little like quarterly or monthly updates on DeSci. And right now, like the entire market doesn't look too hot, but specifically DeSci is pretty much in the gutter. Like it's about as low as I think we've seen it in its entire existence. Obviously not when we first started talking about DeSci, the market caps were much lower, but the price was more stable. We saw that huge spike, and now it just feels like every day I open it up and DeSci's down even more. Like I pulled up my portfolio because that's what I was gonna address my portfolio a little bit. Today is not a great day for the portfolio challenge. So we're down 1.76% in the last 24 hours, and it's just been a constant state of loss and blood loss. Like Land Wolf is the only thing that's up right now, and we're down 84% on it in this portfolio challenge. So pretty much devastation for that position, despite it rebounding a little bit today. Like it just needed to. It had no option but to rebound. VXV we sold out of, so we didn't even get to gain anything from it. VitaDAO we sold out of, so we didn't even get to gain anything from it. USDC being the #1 mover in the portfolio that is not a meme coin is pretty upsetting because that just means that everything is dramatically down. We got Axon, Dynex, Jupiter, Noble, TARS, Caspa, ICP, Research Coin, down, 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 down. But it is part of the game. It just kind of, sometimes you have to go through the rough patches. And I know that you're all familiar with this because you've been in crypto for a while and you've already experienced the last 7 months of sideways/downward momentum. So I know none of this is new information to you guys, but I firmly believe that this area we're going through is the final zone of accumulation. before we get the final leg of the bull run, before we get what ends up happening next year, the 2025 bull run that we've been waiting for since the 2021 collapse or the 2022 collapse. We've been waiting patiently for this euphoric stage to come, and we're finally here again. We're finally here. Whether it happens next month or at the start of next year, we've already made it this far, you know? Like I would say the true pain started coming right here. And so we've already made it 863 days or a couple years. So there's no point in tweaking out at this point when we're already so deep into it. Like, don't lose your pants, I guess is what I'm saying. Don't leverage up aggressively right now. Don't go all in any kind of meme portfolio. Make sure you have your standard plays that you want to ride with for the rest of this bull run, and make sure your bags are packed appropriately. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because like this, the last thing you want to do is have your assets allocated into the wrong things and miss out on the euphoric gains that come in the next year, and then have to wait another 4 years for the opportunity to recoup your losses. We had people saying they want a 7-figure exit this cycle. It is extremely possible to get a 7-figure exit this cycle, so long as you have probably around 100 grand in the market right now. If you have 100 grand in the market right now, I think that you can leave this place with $1 million in the next 11 months. I'm saying August is going to be the top. So 11 months until next August. So a 10x, you're going to make $900,000 potentially in the next 11 months. That's 100 grand a month. It's not all going to come at the same it's all going to come at the same time. It's not all going to come 100 grand each month. So just make sure that you have the potential to withstand, meaning your finances are in order, your portfolio is in order, you have a strategy for when you're going to enter and take profits. These are all basic things, but they get overlooked, especially when we go through a euphoric stage and then a huge downward period, right? Everyone just gets comfortable gambling on anything, and then it stops working and you lose your pants. So I just don't want that to happen to any of you guys in here. It looks like the 5-minute candle is about to close on the prediction markets. We might have just made a little bit of gains here. We got 44 seconds left to see the direction of BNB. That candle closed green. Hopefully this is up to date perfectly with everything. And if that is the case, then we get a 1.8x payout, which is super bullish for us because that's 2 in a row then that I was successful on with the prediction markets. This is it. I think screw everything I just said. This is how we're going to make our money. I'm just going to double up my portfolio every single time. Every 5 minutes, I can double my portfolio. If I just guess the direction of a single 5-minute candle, that's bullish. That's easy. Easy. Oh God. This is dangerous. Luckily the pools are small, so you can't go too crazy with it. If you could go nutty with these and put in like 5 to 10 BNB, like this pool is only 2.5 BNB, so luckily you can't go crazy yet. Yeah, collect the winnings. We got a double up. We got $30 out and confirm. There you go. There you go. Made our gains for the day. I only had $17 in this, or I only had $34 in this portfolio when I started this morning. And now, in a second, I'll get the live update to see how much money I have in the portfolio. Now we got $85. Turned 34 bucks into $85 purely off of gambling on a roulette wheel. But this roulette wheel is more fun than normal roulette. $40 likes, simply tweeting the word decentralized science, DeSci. That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Now is the time where I run out of things to talk about and begin to ramble off of things that I find interesting on social media. So let's go to the DeSci Shillers and see if anything unique catches our eye. Vincent from CryoDAO, or VitaDAO. I thought he was part of CryoDAO too. Nope. Okay. Reposted this. We got Chris from Axon DAO. They're getting back on Roundtable with Mario in a fall. So September 4th, that's tomorrow. Oh, I got something. I got something cool. Are you ready for this? So I've been talking with BioProtocol, and we are doing an X space next Tuesday. So Tuesday the 10th, around noon, I believe, or I think it's 1 p.m. We're gonna do an X space. So make sure you guys tune into that, because we're trying to get as many of the key players to join that space as possible, because it's going to be focused on how we get more retail involved in decentralized science as a whole, aka how to shill DeSci to people, aka DeSci shillers. So make sure you guys tune in, because it's going to be a fun live stream. We're going to get some key figures in the space on there talking about their plans to expand decentralized science. So here's another thing about Dynex, and this is the guy that I was talking about who I'm going to get on my channel. He is Yeti. He is a very smart person. The Dynex research and science team just completed the first blueprint for a physical neuromorphic quantum chip. It is capable of computing quantum algorithms in continuous time. That's nuts. Holy shit. Having an actual quantum chip to simulate. Oh my God. It goes over my head a lot, but I just know that it's super bullish. Just know that it's super bullish. Should we break down? I don't know, man. Should we keep gambling? Gambling is always fun. No, not Link. The hell? Let's keep gambling. Since nothing super exciting is happening in the world of DeSci today, I don't see much going on and everything just seems to be down. You guys know my top picks. You guys know which ones I'm bullish on or what I'm excited about. Let's just continue to gamble on which 5-minute candle is going to close on BNB. We can go heavier now though. So we got another green candle just showed up. That's crazy. That's actually kind of crazy that it just switched over to green. We have 187 total referrals for BLOX Solutions. Almost at 60,000 points. I know that the 8 of you guys who are watching right now all have your BLOX Solutions referral links. I know that you all do. Make sure that you guys are actually farming some of these points. Like these points are going to be very valuable in the not too distant future. There's not a lot of people doing it right now. 187 total referrals, 61 are direct referrals under me. There's not a lot of people pushing these referral links right now. And I'm telling you right now, these points, you're going to want as many as possible. You're going to want those points. So the last candle was green. Let's see what this one turns out to be. It was red. Okay. There's the slight variance, right? So it was red. It counted this little doji as red. This one is already red, and so it's probably going to end up red, I think. And then the one that we can predict on next is, well, the next candle. I have a strong feeling that I don't know which direction it's going to go. Bitcoin's at the bottom here, so it's possible the RSI is still continuing to trend up while Bitcoin's just going sideways. So I think we might see a little bit of a reversion back in on this next candle for Bitcoin, which means that we might see Binance continue to have that upward momentum. So BNB. I'm only doing these prediction markets right now because I don't have access to an exchange yet. I'm probably going to do Blowfin and we can start leverage trading again, but right now this is basically leverage trading. This is basically the same as leverage trading. So we got the red candle. The momentum is against us going long here, but I still might go long on this next one. I wish the payouts could actually maintain that 27x downward. That would be nuts. Also, I met that lady, not really met, but I said hi to her. The one that always walks by at the 9 a.m. live streams, I saw her walking on the street when I was out for my morning walk. So I almost shilled crypto to her, but I did not. Felt like it would be weird. You'll be able to gamble on CYG Casino soon? I know. Oh, I'm excited for that. Lucas has been hyping it up to me. Because Lucas obviously is getting some information that may not be public yet, and he's been hyping the hell out of this to me. 362 people tuned in on July 17th. They've kind of ghosted though. Wait, they didn't post it all in August? That's crazy. I think like it's gonna be nice though. Be able to live gamble with you guys for real. Only 4 buys and 4 sells today. Do you guys, how many of you guys are in Cyclix right now? How many of you guys are actively in Cyclix? They're waiting for the gaming board license. Yeah, I knew that. The perpetual 2 weeks away phenomena that happens across crypto. Oh, we're 2 weeks away. That's what you said last time. Every dev seems to just be like, we're 2 weeks away from launching this new project. It's like, okay. Remind me when you've actually done it. Okay? Remind me when you've actually done it. But how many of you guys are in Cyclix? I think I have like 6 or 7 grand in Cyclix right now. I kind of want to get it up to like 15 to 20 grand. Because the $3 million valuation right now, I think this goes to 100 million pretty easy. What would 100 million be? Well, Patrick, let's do 100 divided by 3.1, holding the common denominator towards millions. That would be a 32x. So my current $6,000 position, 200 grand. I'll take that. 32.2 times, let's see if we get this thing up to 20,000. You're looking at over $500,000. I think 100 million for this, the casino, so long as it's not trash, I think 100 million is pretty much in the books. Nope, 0.03. Confirm. Come on, we only have a few more seconds. All right, I confirmed it. Let's go. Okay, we're in for an up candle on BNB for the next one. I think we got a green candle coming in. I think we got a green candle, baby. I have to go to the bathroom so badly. If you guys want to counter trade me, you'll probably make money on this one. This would be the 3rd in a row that I've been correct on, and so odds are I won't be correct, so we'll probably get a red candle here. So if you needed to counter trade me, it would be a pretty decent time to counter trade, I think. How are we down? We're literally up. All right, good. Okay, good. One position I did get into recently was TARS. TARS AI, $14 million market cap. TARS AI, 100 million market cap is FUD, Patrick. All right, Zach. What do you think we're getting to then for Cyclix? What do you think Cyclix gets to? If 100 million is FUD, then what do you think we can reach? I'd be happy if that's FUD. I'd be so happy if that's FUD. Let me go to TARS. I want to show you guys TARS. 500 million. A $500 million market cap. That's 161x from the current price. So my current position of $6,000 would be worth $1 million. All right, fine, you win. Rollbit all-time high was over 800,000. If we can get Cyclics to compete with Rollbit like that, get it up to that $800 million market cap is, yeah. $6,000 into $1 million is pretty gorgeous. Pretty gorgeous. So getting that $20,000, 161x. $3.2 million. What the fuck? What the fuck? The only problem is what I was going to have my money from, I was going to cycle from Wolf into some of my conviction plays like Cyclics. I wanted to scoop up some more Noble. I wanted to put money into Dynex. But yeah, I think my Wolf position, which at one point was worth 20 grand, is down by 90 something percent. So let me see. Let me see today what we're actually chilling at with Wolf. Yeah, my position, which was worth $20,000, is worth $2,300 now. So that's kind of painful. One thing that I have been riding, which has been gorgeous, has been FWOG. I posted it a while ago. I think I posted it down in here. And so it's rallied like crazy. It's purely a meme coin, right? But it's up 300% from there. Yeah, my 3K in Sage is worth like $350 right now. RIP. RIP. Sage has been pretty brutal. FWOG, on the other hand, has not been brutal. One thing that I do think you guys should actually look at, okay, is the Reddit dog, rsnoof. It's up 40% today. I was looking at this with my girlfriend, and right back here, you can see the clear Nike swoosh pattern happening, right? You get that Nike swoosh. And I thought it was pretty obvious that we were starting to make higher highs and higher lows. And so the Reddit dog, like, how is that not already a meme? Everyone who uses crypto uses Reddit. The Reddit dog is like the mascot. So I think this sitting at $17 million market cap is a pretty easy meme coin to potentially ride, so long as it doesn't rug. I mean, they're all going to rug, but so be it. Sage, $3 million market cap. The hype for Sage was unreal. It was just unfortunate that it came before the token was launched. It would have been really nice if the hype came after the token had launched. But in crypto, there's one thing I've been learning is that you sell a dream, you don't sell reality. Every single coin that you've ever made a ton of money on has been selling a dream. You go look at Cardano last cycle. Cardano made all its gains before smart contracts came out. Smart contracts were supposed to be this glorious, problem-solving, delicious thing to compete and put Ethereum out of business. And at the end of the day, they weren't. But the lead into the smart contracts is where you made all the money. Same thing's happening with Caspa, in my humbled opinion. It looks like it was a red candle, so I lost my money on it. We got about 20 seconds left for it to turn around. I don't think, maybe it turns around. Maybe it turns around. Come on, baby. Give me that green candle. Come on. Most of the money that came from Caspa is coming with them leading into the idea of smart contracts. It's the run up to potential good news, the run up to something that you make money. It's not the actual thing that you're going to make money off of. It's the run up. And so Caspa is going to rally until you get smart contracts, and then Caspa is going to stop rallying. The same thing, I think, is going to happen to a lot of different projects. It's the run up into the exciting news. So I entered in on an up and I didn't get it. It was down. So that's big sad. Do we think it's going to continue going down? Come on, guys. I need your help. Oh, what I was going to say about this is he is launching a pump.fund competitor. And so like the run up to the launch of that token launching platform, I think is probably going to be pretty good. Once he actually starts giving deadlines and actually starts like showcasing and pushing it more than just the idea, because people kind of got burned and are a little bit fed up with him on Sage. I think I lost money on it too. And I'm friends with him. I kind of was hoping he would just give me a bag to shill it, but he did not. And that's okay. because ultimately my crowd is DeSci. My crowd's not meme coins, so my voice probably wouldn't have been as vocal as other people who are focused in on meme coins. Nonetheless, I don't think that it's a rug. I don't think Sage just dies and goes to zero. Does it go back to its all-time high? That I don't know. That I don't know, because that was some pretty insane hype. But I do think that we can see some rally back into some of this area of contention back here again. I do think that we'll see a little bit of excitement for him. Bitcoin on the 5-minute. I'm still partial to the green candles, but the direction's not clear. Like, this prediction market's going to be good for when momentum is like that, but when it's chopping, I think it's a little bit too difficult to predict. So probably won't get into any more of these. I might actually depart from the live stream here momentarily, unless you guys have anything exciting you want to talk about. Anything cool happen Labor Day weekend? Probably not. You guys probably just chilled, watched the charts, and ate some food, just like every other crypto person. Just remember that historically, we are ahead of the previous cycles. Just remember that historically, September is not a good month. Just remember, historically, this is the last area to buy your crypto at a disgusting discount. Even from last cycle, we saw like this time period right through here was the last real area to accumulate your crypto at that gross discount. We saw the COVID crash. Maybe we see something similar again. This was a good spot. And then any stragglers could bought here, but you're already missing the opportunity. At that point, Bitcoin's already up 40% from where it was in this area, right? So yes, you still probably could have more time to accumulate early next year, but ultimately, I think we'll probably be a little bit higher. I think we'll be above its all-time highs. Not saying you can't make amazing gains on stuff like that, and not even saying that Bitcoin dominance, like that the altcoin market's gonna stop bleeding anytime soon on it. Bitcoin dominance might continue to rally, so your altcoins could still be bleeding. I don't know. All I know is that I remain bullish for the next year. 2025 will be spectacular. We'll sell out of a lot of our investments. We'll take that cash. We'll buy some real estate, and we'll go on a yacht party. Your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully, this was worth investing it into. Let me know what you guys think about the 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time lives. I kind of enjoyed this more because I feel like I was more awake. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Go tell your friends. All right, now I have to figure out